Hi and good afternoon. So for this assignment, I'm just going to do some steps in the evidence procurement process. So first of all, you have to first contain and then kind of register the crime scene. So containing and then registering a crime scene is a task that's a lot easier said than done. Weather conditions as well as other factors that the police and the technicians can't control can uh, contaminate a specific scene. So taking pictures of the evidence, making the crime scene sketch is really important, as well as kind of barricading off and containing this crime scene so that specific evidence doesn't get away, so you can get really great accuracy. Next is kind of like the chain of custody. Once all of this evidence and information is registered and like taken pictures of, it has to be written down, put into specific bags. Something that I found interesting was that they put it in plastic. They won't put it in plastic bags. They'll put it in paper bags because plastic bags can cause a type of condensation, which could ruin evidence. It's crucial to do this because if a specific piece of evidence comes up missing, the chain of custody shows where it went missing, just so any kind of police corruption can occur, or somebody dropping the ball doesn't make it so that the whole case falls apart. Um, that's why it's kind of important to mark the evidence, as ties right into the last slide, because then marking and tagging evidence, it's important because it can then be referenced at a later date. Helps so that the evidence technician knows what he's looking at, so the evidence doesn't get mixed up in specific cases. And then you can find the location, dimension, and kind of reference it off of the crime scene sketch that is made. Storage of evidence, like I explained a little bit before, preserving evidence should of course be the top priority of those entrusted with gathering this. You need both pre-collection and then post-collection evidence. Evidence is, if it's not properly preserved, it may be contaminated or destroyed, and then if the evidence isn't properly stored at that time, it may kind of deteriorate or cause more issues. Um, Making sure that you can destroy it properly is also another key thing, which is my next slide. So the disposal of unusable evidence. Drugs are the most common kind of type of evidence that is destroyed. From my knowledge, and when I did a ride along with a police officer, he said that they just throw it into an incinerator and incinerate everything, just the evidence, so it can't be used, or of course these drugs. Um, if it's done, fulfilled, if it's just filling up a warehouse, it's not worth keeping it around, so they'll just incinerate it. Then they then again charge the subject based on what evidence is found. After the whole process, they'll go to trial, kind of show the evidence, and then if he's found guilty, then he's guilty. These are all the references that I have. I hope you enjoyed my presentation.